Hello and welcome to what I call a new video, and today we are getting over it. What?
You know what would make this game better? If Scott Cawthon just came in and started speaking.
Hello? Hello? I want to inform you that,
to get a bit quirky.
Hello and welcome to your new summer job at Getting Over It Pizza.
The last person who was here raged in the rage of 87. Had his entire frontal lobe smashed into a desk because he was so angry. Also, if you've heard anything about any children disappearing, that is just the children which got mad and just ignore it.
Mad goes bad?
Due to some past experiences, all so-called safe rooms have been sealed off because people aged and died in there. Don't question it. I don't know where this bit is going.
They just ate shit and died in there.
Was that
No!
Yeah, that was the rage of 87.
That was the rage of 87. No, I didn't destroy my frontal lobe in my desk. That wasn't the rage of 87. Oh no, it happened again.
You've seen there was a little known earlier rage called the Rage of 83.
Yeah, that I was screaming, I just did that. That was the rage of 83.
in which Foddy Bennett,
Foddy Bennett. You are British.
And his brother Michael Afton.
Foddy Bennett and brother Michael Afton. Yes, the brothers who have two separate surnames.
Michael Afton for his brother. What was his name again?
Bennett Body or something.
Foddy Bennett into the pot, and his frontal lobe was also bitten.
Am I playing Michael Afton right now?
Yes, you are playing Five Nights at Bennett Foddy's sister location.
Sister location is the worst game. Except fucking Security Breach. I can't believe it.
Okay,
oh my
but
god.
Anything's better than Security Breach.
No, what do you mean? It's a perfectly fine game with no glitches, bugs whatsoever, and the lore is so good in this video game, guys. It's so good that Afton is back again after being fucking sent to hell in the most badass way possible. This is now a Five Nights at Freddy's video.
I love how they just retconned that just because they wanted to bring it back for more sales. Like, it was so good.
And you, my old friend, will burn in hell. Lamau, no.
like, how do you create such a metal scene with and for you, my old friend, the darkest pits of hell have come to swallow you whole. So don't leave the devil waiting. How you that was so good.
Yeah, I don't understand. And then they made Glitch Trap, and then they made Burn Trap, which is not the official name, but it's what they refer to him in the fucking encyclopedia. Which, why make the encyclopedia and make a page about him if he doesn't have a name? But Michael Afton doesn't have a page.
I can't believe this has become a FNAF video.
This is becoming a FNAF lore discussion video. Conclusion: it sucks ass.
Well, it used to be good, but now you have to buy 17 books if you want to understand. Like, how did we go from child murderer to fucking whatever it is now with like children?
It was coherent, and then they made more games.
And then Scott Cawthon stepped down.
And then Scott Cawthon fucking funded Republicans.
Like, I love how he got slammed just because of the fact that the FNAF community is probably one of the most liberal places ever.
And like he was cancelled for being anti-LGBTQ because, you know, the people he supported are anti-LGBTQ. But it's most likely just him wanting to have a good army. Because that's more of a precedent than all the people he like funded.
I'm pretty sure that it's fine for a you know, like, what, 40-year-old man with a wife and multiple kids?
Yeah, a Christian 40-year-old man votes for a strong military. Time to cancel.
What is this? Literally,
what is this? Was this the bite of 87?
The Rage of 87 hasn't come up yet, but we might be
No! This was the shite of 85.
The Rage of 83.
That was the continuation of the Rage of 83.
The Rage of 83 was a year-long event.
Yeah, I'm recording this for multiple years, actually.
Okay, so in your opinion, like, you know how like Ballora is meant to be William Afton's wife, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck did William Afton's wife die? Did she just get fucking ligma? Like, what?
We have never seen his wife. Maybe. Okay, Midnight Motorist is ass too.
Yeah, Like, okay, but pretty much every minigame in that game is bullshit.
No, that's just wrong.
Name
Like,
one
the
of those
puppet
bullshit.
minigame is really good and really concisive. The Chica minigame is really good and really concisive. Like, it ain't that hard.
You know, fine. I'm in checkmate right now.
You still playing chess?
No, Midnight. No, I meant Midnight Motorist is so dumb though. Like what?
Yeah, like,
Juniors?
okay. So Juniors, which the only thing it could possibly be is a bar. Just a random bar, which William Afton can't go into for some reason. And you know, the way MadPad interprets why he can't go into Juniors anymore is really funny to me. It's because he drank too much.
That is the opposite of what bar.
Yeah, exactly. Like, shouldn't you keep him around? Like, you're a bar.
If anything, you give him special privileges.
Exactly. you shouldn't send him out there like completely drunk off his ass.
Let's be honest, the real reason is because he probably got in a bar fight or something.
Yeah, probably. But like, still.
Or he murdered a child. That was probably also a reason.
No, the first child, that was later that night, so it's after the first murder. So it's gotta be just a random ass bar fight or something.
He got bored, he just murdered one of the bar patrons.
He probably just murdered some guy in the bar, and then found a child on the road and said, hey, how about I stab the shit out of that guy? Well, girl, I guess. The puppet is a woman.
Damn, I can't believe you're assuming the puppet's gender.
Yeah, true. The puppet could be trans.
How old was, what's her name? Charlie? Is it Charlie? Or
It's Charlotte, so yeah, Charlie.
I don't know. Fucking, it was CH something.
So true. It was Charlotte.
Caroline.
Charlie Emily. And yes, Henry.
That one is the book.
That's her name. That's her name in the games. The book character.
Isn't Charlotte someone else?
That's the daughter of Henry.
There are too many names in the FNAF universe.
True, and half of them don't fucking matter. It's like 4.
What's Henry's last name again?
Emily.
Dumb.
Yes.
That's a dumb last name.
That is a dumb last name. Like Henry Emily. Like, couldn't you have come up with something better, Scott? Like, what the hell?
They could have given him like Afton. That's such a cool.
Yeah, that's like a cool killer name. And like, you could have named Henry Cawthon. Henry Cawthon, you know, that's like a pretty cool name.
What, self-insert?
Yeah, true.
Technically, Scott is a self-insert in.
But that's the joke.
FNAF got too much black when it first came out.
No, it didn't. Have you seen the release version? The release version wasn't.
No, what I'm saying is a lot of the flack it received, like, after a couple updates, then what's your excuse?
Yeah, then it doesn't make any sense anymore. It's pretty fun. The release version deserved all the shit it got. I forgot.
People wanted FNAF, and then they were like, "Hell, we didn't get it."
We didn't get FNAF. We got a fun spin-off. Fun is not allowed.
Yeah, true.
This is a game about murderers. We don't have fun here.
I'm looking forward to the FNAF world when they find out about William Afton's crimes. They're gonna make a shitty documentary on it.
FNAF world documentary. I'm going to go.
Like, in FNAF, they make like the fucking Jeffrey Dahmer but for William Afton.
Okay, can we now talk about how cool the story was before Security Breach?
Yes, we.
Okay, right. It's a really fucking simple story. Like, a guy kills 5 kids. That's the premise,
Before
and they possess the security things, animatronics.
Before Security Breach, the story could be thought of as the story of the Afton.
Well, before fucking FNAF 4, it was the story of the killings, but then the rest of the series happened.
It was good when it was the story of the Aftons.
Yeah, it was still good there. Just, you know, some minor hiccups. Midnight Motorist. And the location in general.
Then we got the perfect end. It should have been the perfect
then
end.
The best written ending of all time. And
then
you, my old friend, don't keep the devil waiting for you. The darkest pits of hell have opened to swallow you whole.
And then, like, for some of you, I'm sure there's hope or even more.
Oh yeah, hope or even more for you. And then now we're all in the fucking blob. Baby is in the blob too. It's probably not possessed. It's just Baby's mask, but still. The design of the blob also sucks ass. Who did this?
Like, they ruined the end into FNAF 6 by doing that.
Like, why does the blob exist? It doesn't have to exist. Neither does, like, Afton. But, like, the blob's worse. That just tells us the children don't have peace.
I know that they want to do it because, like, oh, look, oh, funny, look, William Afton merch, but, like, write a new villain, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, write a new villain, for God's sake. Or just, you did write a new villain. Vanny's right there!
No, I suppose Vanny is, like, oh, possessed by William Afton.
They didn't have to do that. They could have just said, she is someone that, read about the William Afton killings, because it is apparently a well-known thing in the FNAF universe. That people kept dying at this old restaurant. So then, we have an amateur who's trying to do the same thing. It's a cheap copy.
No, not an amateur. What if instead, this may sound very out there, but people ended up reading it and they made a William Afton cult?
You know what? Yeah. Fucking goddamn.
The Rage of 83 strikes again.
I was doing so well.
Yeah, like, I know that's very out there, like, a fucking William Afton cult.
It's not even that much out there. Like, people have been doing that in the real world.
That's why I was thinking that it's still better than what they did.
It's better than what they did, yeah. It's better than Vanny gets possessed by virtual Afton.
She got Afton AIDS.
Yeah, why is there a William Afton virus in Freddy in the company that was dissolved after FNAF 6, by the way?
Because obviously after Afton ate shit, who became the sole owner? Henry, and if Henry's dead, then yeah.
Yeah, like it is said after the true ending of FNAF 6, right? That Freddy Fazbear Entertainment is no longer a corporate entity. They literally spell it out.
I just like to imagine that as he was dying in the fire, Henry was just quickly calling up everyone like, yo, stockholders, would it be alright if we could close up shop, yeah?
Yeah, he was just dying in the fire and just closing down Freddy's, calling every stockholder.
What's that in the background? That noise? It sounds like a fire. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just
don't worry about
it. Fire right
don't read the newspaper tomorrow. Who is in charge of Fazbear Entertainment, by the way?
Yeah, like they opened the pizza complex or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Who?
Who did this? Who was making the game?
Who did this?
Who is making Help Wanted?
Who owns it now? Is it owned like Disney is by all the shareholders?
I guess. I mean, it ceased to function as a corporate entity, which would imply that it doesn't exist. But apparently, like, fucking Henry forgot to sign one document, and now it's just... now everyone owns it.
He was about to sign it, but then his arm burnt off, and he was like, oh, shit.
Shit. I'm just gonna put it in the video anyway.
Well, think of it this way. Like, the thing is, even if somehow the shareholders were able to keep the company going, who would even go to their places anymore?
Yeah, literally the last one burned down, with everyone inside.
Multiple times.
Kids have died there over decades. They made a horror attraction out of it once. Like, what do you mean mega Pizzaplex?
Like, if I was a father in the FNAF universe and my kids were like, can we go to,
can we go to the mega Pizzaplex?
I just start shitting my pants.
Did everyone just forget? Is that the law? Is that the law? Everyone forgo.
Sorry, we've got that William Afton uses computer aids to give everyone amnesia.
Also, for UC, you know when the entire FNAF community was in uproar because MadPat made a theory which said Gregory was a bot?
And then people agreed.
He's probably correct, man.
Yeah, let's be honest.
He's probably correct.
It's so far. It's illegal to be a human in FNAF. Like,
not because of that. Like, everyone memed that one point he made with brown hair, blue shirt, brown eyes. But in actuality, like, why would they change the line from bleeding to you're broken? Why would they do that if not if Greg was a robot?
You're broken, I'll put you back together.
Like, literally, it is a line written to be parallel to FNAF 4. Like, why would they make that change?
And look, it proves William Afton used his fucking funny aids and computer aids to do the job. Did it?
Yeah, I can't believe that William Afton used computer aids to infect Vanny. To put him back together. Stronger than ever. Also, he didn't put like together the crying child at any point. He just put himself back together again and again. Like, the crying child died in that hospital and was never put back together.
think like he just had like a fucking to-do list? And
Did he forget?
No, he'd look at the to-do list and he'd see, oh, put my child back together. And then before he did it, he just had like a thing above it, like, buy bread.
Buy bread. Get scooped. No, that was my son. No, fuck. Get my son scooped. Yeah. Get my other son scooped. While I was not helping the other son. Also, Crying Child still doesn't have a name. No. Doesn't have a name. You know who has a name? Every single one of the 5 children that died in the first incident that no one cares about anymore. Because that's like really not the important point of the story anymore. All of them have a name.
Like, you remember when FNAF used to be about FNAF?
Yes. You know, I really think it's interesting that, you know, it's called Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, and you're there for one night.
Even though you don't spend 5 nights.
Yeah, you're there for one night.
It's even Freddy. It's not even Freddy's, it's the best.
It's the Freddy Fazbear Pizza Packs. Also, Mr. Hippo is a really funny joke there. Why? Why do they use Mr. Hippo?
He was funny once.
He was funny once in Ultimate Custom Night. Guess what? A game made by Scott Cawthon. It's almost like Steel Wool is like shit at everything they try to be.
Wait, my friend is saying, you are live. Apparently there's a fire on my street. What? There's a fire on my street?
Based? Hello?
Alright, yes, I'm gonna give FNAF 6.
Hello?
I can't believe FNAF 6 is happening on my street right now. Let it be known, someone is dying in a fire right now.
And we're laughing and making FNAF 6 jokes.
I can't believe they think all Michael left.
Fuck.
Actually, there is one promise that William Afton has kept the whole time. The line, "I'll always come back."
I always come back.
Like, tell him, we don't want him to come back. We want someone new.
Okay, we just invented like a new villain who could be like a new leading force for the series, because we really don't want to, you know, ruin the end of FNAF 6, because that was so good. Meanwhile, Steel Wool Studios.
All of a sudden, someone runs in the room. Afternoons.
I like how, like, the only thing we saw from Vanny was, like, a mask in a DLC of Help Wanted. And people were immediately hooked!
Like, Help Wanted, like, that, like, brought out the background reminds me of the ending of Xenoblade 2, which, fuck anyone who hasn't seen the end of that game. Pyra dies, and they just, like, both Pyra and Mithra, which are meant to be one entity, come back as separate ones, just because, even though they sacrifice themselves, they just come back. Why? I don't know, fucking one of the writers got a massive boner while writing the ending and was like, we're gonna bring them back.
We ain't got enough Rule 34 over here. Gotta bring them back.
And as a result, we then have the famous image in Xenoblade 3. I know you don't care much about Xenoblade, but have you ever seen the Chad Rex image? Oh, you are in for a surprise.
I'm in for a surprise.
You are in for a surprise. Make sure you put this image in the game, in the video, just to say fuck anyone who hasn't played Xenoblade 3 or beat it. Look at that man. Look at him. Look at that man.
He has gone through some stuff.
This is the biggest fucking blow up in history. Have you actually ever seen it?
Like, it just looks like he impregnated all of these women.
He did.
Just looks like he both fucked and impregnated all of them. Every single person in this photograph.
Not just that, but also the fucking.
Yeah, he has muscles and shit. And I've seen the in-game model of him.
Hey, I'm gonna send the image though for when you're. Bro got the biggest fucking blow up in history.
Every single person is
I can't find a good fucking image. No, this is the best image again. Fuck you. Okay, keep in mind this image is after someone has fixed his model to make it look less shit, and he still looks stupid.
He looks stupid. He looks like a fucking child. And then you look at this image.
He is a child. He's less than 18, I think. And then in that, like, what the fuck?
How is Rex so base?
And then he became even more of a Chad in the DLC.
And then he got fucking sidelined in Super Smash Bros.
This video is taking a fucking massive derail.
This is the best video of all time.
In the time span of the end of Xenoblade 3 and the DLC, look at the he got an even more of a glow up. Like, what the fuck?
Let me take a look at this.
I look at
What the fuck? He has a beard now!
Like,
Wait,
huh?
wait.
How?
How is he so based? I don't understand.
Was that the Rage of 87?